Right, so I'm Lee Centino here from Insight IT, and we're just providing a bit of an introduction into some of our panellists for the latest Insight Into event, which is all focused around innovation. I'm here with Paul Wilshaw, who's Head of Innovation here at Barclays. Tell us a bit more about yourself.
So I've had a checkered career for everything from, so I kind of on about my fifth career change now. So everything from architecture to filmmaking to UI, UX design, kind of like building apps and things like that. And now I'm doing a bit of innovation and kind of managing some cool platforms for Barclays. So it's good. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So what was it about this Head of Innovation role at Barclays that attracted you particularly?
Well, it's kind of like, so an old team contacted me and said, oh, we've got this job, it's really cool. And then I watched a video where we actually made a prosthetic arm for a girl who was born without an arm. And I thought that's amazing. Why do I not want to join that team? You know, why do I not want to make something and make people's lives better? And so I joined Eagle Labs, and that's exactly what Eagle Labs does. You know, kind of we make our communities better, we make our spaces better, we make all our people part of their labs better, and it's kind of like amazing. It's the best team of the day.
Excellent, excellent. And I guess the theme of the latest Insight Into is all around innovation. Now, innovation means a lot of things to a lot of different people. What does it mean to you?
Totally. So innovation can be, it's interesting, we were having this conversation earlier, it could be some scribble on a napkin, or it could be like somebody's grand idea that can change the world. It could be cars, flying cars, it could be kind of like solving world hunger, anything. But sometimes those innovations start from that little spark of an idea, and kind of what I'm kind of passionate about is kind of understanding those ideas and helping to scale it and make it a kind of like a world-class platform.
Excellent, excellent. As you said, you've had a lot of different roles within the technology space over the years. I suppose, how have you seen the technology space evolve?
It's crazy. At the minute, it's rapidly changing. I think every couple of years, kind of like even less, it changes even faster. So, you know, like when Apple released a new iPhone, we get kind of like a change and shift there. You know, the iOS changes, the OS on computers change, and we have to kind of keep up and adapt to those new things come along. And the kind of like the buzzword is kind of like AI now, and everybody's getting into AI. It's weird when computer games were doing that 20, 30 years ago, and they were kind of like a bit too geeky for the mainstream now, but everybody, I kind of say now everybody's a geek, everybody's mainstream. So why are we not bothered about it years ago? But now everybody wants a part of it, everybody wants that help and kind of like to be more digital, and everything's becoming a digital gateway. So everything needs digital access, the digital skills, and it's all those kind of like, you know, people being born now have never known anything other than touching the screen and kind of swiping through things, you know, kind of like rejecting people on Tinder or whatever it is, you kind of like, and sending things like where emojis replace actual words. So kind of like not only our communication, our way of interacting with the world is totally different now than it even was 10 years ago. In 10 years' time, it would be massively different. I think every couple of years, everybody will have to change jobs or do something slightly different.
Okay. So do you think businesses need to be innovators in the tech space at the minute?
Yes and no. It depends. It's all down to cost, isn't it? Innovation comes with a cost. Changing and rapidly changing comes with a cost. But I think what companies need to do a bit more is grassroots innovation, and kind of allow those people on the shop floor, as it were, kind of like to get ideas and kind of help them promote them through. And we're kind of like, what kind of is quite powerful within this team is there's not really a central idea of kind of management. So kind of all kind of, we still have kind of levels and things like that, but actually, you know, you quite easily can say to a manager, I've got this idea. And then it can be sponsored or go forward, rather than kind of like going, oh, it's not my place to say something. And it will really encourage that kind of like growth. So on one hand, I'd say invest in it, keep up to date on technology, but on the other hand, I'd say listen to kind of what the problems are, what your customer problems are. And again, what I'm very keen on doing is the customer user experience of Eagle Labs, and the customer's at the heart of everything. So as long as you've got that, then making your customers happy doesn't really matter if it's gaffer tapes and stuff behind the scenes.
Absolutely. So the question I think everyone watching right now wants to know is, why the skull?
So the skull, my friend, alas. James came up with a really cool thing, 2D or not 2D. Which is good. So our lab technician, the amazing James Med, got hold of, working with the NHS and Salford Royal in particular, we got hold of a CT scan, working with some of the physicians there. And we got the CT scan, and he used his amazing engineering ingenuity took out the brain and all the gubbins inside and made this on our gypsum plaster through the other room. And it took about 6 hours to print, and that's all printed in one piece, which is amazing. So you can print something that detailed in this lab. So that's why I'm holding it, and I kind of like talking to it because it listens to me.
Excellent. So I guess when you're not at work, apart from wearing incredible shirts, what do you do when you're not innovating?
When I'm not innovating, thinking about innovating. So not a day goes by without thinking, oh, what else can I do? What else can I do there? But I'm also doing a master's degree in science communication and future media in the University of Salford, which is pretty cool. So I'm on my second year of that now.
Okay.
And I get to work with some cool people doing stuff with parasites, some people doing studies with paracetamols and antibiotics, and then visualizing that in virtual reality and things like that. And then I write stories about them, blog about it. So I do that a lot in my spare time and write some blogs. I do a bit of storytelling on writing short stories. I've got a bit of a Medium page, and check that out. So,
excellent. You're going to give yourself a plug.
No, yeah. So, not really. So doing that, and then I'm an avid gamer. So kind of like I love a bit of gaming. So kind of I've just been playing Overcooked 2 on the Switch. So getting the family involved, and again I've always used gaming quite prolifically in kind of what I do, and bringing some of that gamification into the work and how it can make the lovely customer experience into kind of innovation. Because if people aren't using it, no point building it.
Of course. It's something we've seen quite a lot from a lot of our clients in terms of them gamifying,
Yes.
a lot of their operations or process and things like that. Do you think that's something that's particularly important or can be really crucial to businesses?
I think it's becoming even more important now. Our attention spans are really small. I think on social media it's less than 4 seconds.
Right.
And kind of like generally it's about 8 seconds, which is less than a goldfish. So you kind of like, there used to be the kind of like, oh, you've got the attention span of a goldfish. Well, actually we all have now. So we're all distracted by devices, things like that. So there has to be different ways of getting people to do things. And then in Barclays, we have some of our dry stuff with legal and things like that. And we did this legal event where I showcased some VR tech off. And that was cool. And people were going like, that's amazing. How can I do that? How can we bring that into Barclays? What can we use that for? And the possibilities are endless. And it just takes a bit of imagination and kind of like putting that kind of like fusing those two industries together, which kind of had never been seen together kind of like a few years ago. They're kind of like the opposite scales of the kind of like tech world. So fusing those ideas together and kind of learning from those, that's kind of amazing.
What are some of the challenges you faced over your career in the tech industry so far? I'm sure there must be a few over the years.
Yes, 101 challenges, I think. So initially when I first started out, having no portfolio, no kind of like skills, and to upskill myself was a massive challenge. And how do I get into those places without having the experience? And it was kind of like always like a catch-22, kind of like, okay, you're a pretty cool guy, but you've got no experience, so we can't give you that job. So how do you get that experience? So some of the ways I got over doing that was just to do it. I ended up kind of like going around to charities and things like that and said, could I make a film? Could I do some development for you? Could I do some UX for you? Could I help you help other people do better? I'll do it for free because it'll bump up my portfolio. Yeah. So that was one of my massive challenges getting. And then everyday challenges, you never know what's going on. And it totally changes every day, so it's different. So, yeah.
So now you're an experienced, celebrated innovator.
I don't know about that.
What, are there any challenges you'd face even now, within Barclays or within this role?
Yeah, so kind of interesting. So specifically within Barclays, it's one of the most regulated industries in the world. So that's always a massive challenge. So some of our things are slow crawling because they have to check so many governance boxes, regulatory things, which is always a massive challenge. So kind of like I've learned so many processes, legalities, kind of like beginning of this year, I was all over GDPR and kind of like going, can we do that, can we not do that? There was the demystification of that. And it's just kind of like keeping your finger on the pulse of what's going on whether you can actually, and don't be afraid to do anything and can fail at anything. I think that's the biggest challenge that most people have, that we're so used to those crosses and ticks at school that nobody wants those crosses. And actually, having those crosses is pretty cool because that means you've actually done something, you've learned from it.
I guess it's that fail fast
Yes,
kind of mentality, isn't
definitely.
it? I suppose then you talked about grassroots innovation earlier on. I mean, what advice would you give to anyone trying to make it in the technology space at the moment?
Network.
Okay.
So, in a kind of, I think a lot of it is kind of like a lot of the jobs don't get posted, kind of like, they're internal or kind of like, somebody. So the more stuff and the more people you know, the better your chances are.
What are you hoping to get out of the Insight Into events?
I think networking.
There we go.
Definitely.
Good segue.
So it was good. And just kind of, if I can say things about the Eagle Labs and the amazing things we do here, like, kind of helping patients, solving problems for the NHS, cutting their costs, if I can get that message across, that'll be amazing. And if I can put some of my wisdom of innovation or what not to do. Now, innovation is sometimes this golden mythical thing that sometimes people kind of like go, oh, that's amazing, but no, I wrote it on a napkin about half an hour ago. And if I can get that across, then brilliant. And if people can do things and help their communities out off the back of it, brilliant.
Excellent. Well, no, look, we're really looking forward to having you as part of the event. Thank you very much for giving up your time, both today and also for the event.
Brilliant.
Thanks, Paul.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.